I'm Lorelei Kraft, and I want to talk to you today about QuarkXPress. Now, I've used Quark for over almost 30 years, and the first thing I need to tell you is I'm technologically illiterate. Okay, so when I started using it 30 years ago, I was very pleased that I was able to figure out how to use this program, and that means that you can do that too. And I started using Quark when I was just a one-woman shop, and then I grew to having 45 employees. And I still stayed with Quark because I loved doing everything in-house. I didn't have to run off to an ad agency whenever I needed a change on something or a change on an ad. And so I used Quark for everything. And I did all my own catalogs. I had a photographer, and he did the photos, and then I would do everything, for the inside of it. And I was able to pull all the photos into frames. I could choose my own frames. I could do, squared corners. I could do rounded corners. It was just a marvelous program to work with. And when I was finished with the candles, as we grew and I had a little more time to myself, I began writing books. Now, I also use Quark for a layout platform because you can do everything in-house and you can, make your changes and do whatever. For example, this is my first book, and I was able to not only do the cover and the back, but on the inside, I could lay it out exactly like I liked it, and I didn't have to, wait for an ad agency to make a correction when I saw that it was necessary. My second book was the same way, and the letting go of mommy guilt, and I did the front and the back, and everything inside. I mentioned using Quark as a platform. I also do a lot of editorials for newspapers, and I love it because I can lay everything out in Quark. I can make my changes. I can do whatever. Here's one of the editorials that I did. And you can see it's quite lengthy, but I was able to lay it out the way I wanted it and then put it in a PDF and send it off. So you can make your changes in what you're writing. I also had a lot of fun with Quark. I have a weird sense of humor. And so I decided that I wanted to do a line of greeting cards, but I didn't want them to be normal. So I decided that I would use seed packets. And I found Northrop King, a big company that puts out these seed packets. And this one had the money plant seeds. So all of the seeds were appropriate to what was on the front. And I was able to do all of that in Quark and do it myself. The other thing that I love about the QuarkXPress company is the help that they give you. Last week I ran into a problem. I was trying to upload a flip book, and I ran into a problem with a clickable link. I called Quark, I left a message, and somebody actually called me back and walked me through it. I didn't get the runaround that you get with almost all these other companies where you call in and then they have this artificial intelligence thing, and what's your problem? And you tell them, and then they just run you in circles, and they never answer your problem. And this person called me back from Quark and walked me through my problem. It was absolutely marvelous. So I can't recommend this company enough. First of all, their program is great. You can do layout work. You can do all kinds of things on it. But you also get the help that you need from a real person. So I can't recommend Quark enough, and I hope you try it.